Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Now this is the weather we should be building in all the time. Well, still hot, but cold front came through over the weekend. We've been down lows in the 60s in the middle of the night and highs in the 80s, low 80s. So Tom, what are you doing?
Putting up black visqueen, which attracts a lot of heat.
So it's probably about nearly 100 in here,
Yeah, hot to the touch.
even though it's nice outside with a cool breeze. No rain in the forecast, so that's good. First time in about a month. So let's get to it. We've got some natural decorations coming. I don't know if you guys can be able to see this, but got a little tiny spider. Oh, it's a spider. Starting to build his web. And he's in the right hallway. This is the spider hallway, so I think we should just leave him. One room done.
First actors already showed up.
Yeah, first actors already showed up. So we're gonna break for a little bit, but I wanted to take a quick moment to show what we've done. I'm gonna kind of do it backwards here, working from the back of the haunt. In this room, which is our gentian room, we've put up, this is actually parts to a futon bed. But this door's not actually gonna open. I'm not gonna have anybody go through it anyway. And we're gonna paint these black to match. We're going to get some more PVC to fill in this gap to make it look like this. This is the other part of that bed. This one will actually open. We're going to put a chain like around here so it looks like it's been locked. That's where Tom's going to be. Again, walking backwards through the haunt. If you don't notice, we've actually put the visqueen on the back side of on the outside of the haunt, all down this wall, so it is completely covered. And then you see we're putting the cardboard up here to make this room, which is the bedroom, look more of a solid wall. And we will come through with some paint and make it look, you know, it is a rundown shack, so we put some holes or rips in it, paint over it, spackle, make it look like a kind of a beat up room. So we're running out of cardboard, but we're using some of this. This is actually bottles that carry the hydrochloric acid, and it has these symbols on it. So we're actually putting those up in this room with the symbols, corrosive material coming out, and we're going to put some misters to spray some water down this hallway. It's another nice cool little effect. But we're going to be painting all this to make it done, pink or whatever. I need to get some more visqueen to wrap this side. And then Tom has completely enclosed. This is the egress hallway. Got some rope right down here just so we can see what we're doing. But the entire main egress hallway has been visqueened on the inside. And if you come back out to the front here, you can see the visqueen on this side has been done. We're going to paint this stuff, the cardboard on this side, a brown color for the living room. And we might even put some more up of this so it hides this blue tarp. But I've installed a door here. This is the door that leads from the dungeon, basement, whatever you want to call it. What we had to do is take this piece out, which was that piece there, shift this pallet over because it was too wide for a door. And instead of trying to build a piece to have the door, I just figured we'd just shift that over anyway. We still got to secure it. It's a little wobbly. And this is where this door is going to be locked until the actor on the other side opens it, which is going to be the actor that's in that jail cell. Alright, and then we were actually going to cut this pallet in half anyway to make this opening wider, so instead of having to do that, we're still going to trim this off so it's nice and smooth and sand it down, but we just shifted the whole pallet over, so that's good. So, another thing done. Well, Tom is here most of the day. I just got home. And he says he's done a lot of work, so I'm coming in to check it out. See if it's true. Looks pretty dark down here. It's always a good thing. Well, not that we can see anything in here, but this is the doll room. It is definitely completely covered up, blocked out. So in the kitchen, the screen up here. Dungeon, basement, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the vis screen's up. It's hard to tell. And cardboard is up. Oh, wow, on the inside. It's extremely hard to tell. I'm sure on the camera you can't see a damn thing. See if I can turn the lights on. All right. Definitely looks awesome. It's just cardboard and painted to make it look like bricks. So awesome job. Awesome job. Ran out of cardboard, I guess, so it's going to be getting some more cardboard. We'll finish this up. Maybe down there as well. Maybe we use that as visco. I don't know. We'll see. So I went by the Halloween store tonight, and I got this cool lamp. They call it the Edison bulb, or the attic light. And it's going to look good going, in my opinion, down into the basement, the transition in the basement. I couldn't resist. I forgot to bring the camera with me, and my cell phone was dead, so I couldn't really take any footage. The first time I went to the Halloween store, they didn't have everything out. Now they do, and they've got some really cool stuff. But this is the bulb in action, and I'm going to turn off the light here real quick so you can see. It's LED, so it'll last pretty much forever, and it gives off almost the perfect lighting, and it's got the sequencing in it, so it looks like it's fading. The electricity goes out, and then the bulb goes black here in a second, like the bulb has burnt out, and then it'll come back on. At first, when I saw it in the store, I thought it was battery operated, but it is. It is not. You need to plug it in. So I'm going to run and go put it in place since it's dark out, and see what it looks like. So. Alright, so we got the light up. I don't know how well you can see me. Let me see if I can get into the light. Let's see if it comes on. There we go. Come on. On. There we go. So when it's on, it lights up the area actually perfectly. It's darker down there, which is exactly, I mean, the light you see, if you can see any light down there, I see some light down there, is actually light. It's coming in from the emergency lights. That light will be off. So this is nearly perfect when it comes to, I say nearly perfect because it could use a little bit more lighting down there. Once you get past it and your eyes can't focus in on the LED lighting, it lightens up a little bit down here. And we're probably going to have some sort of red-ish type light in this dungeon area. Alright, well, this vlog is probably going to be a little bit longer one too because I haven't edited the videos. We've got a lot of work done. We go through and show you what Tom has done. Tom and Kelly, another one of our volunteers, has done. Carrie, not Kelly, Carrie. Got the spider hallway, a lot of the hanging fishing lines. I don't know if you can see it in the video. It's hanging down. We're starting to work on the doll room, so I'm going to get some props in here and building the mechanism for the bed. I'm still going to come in here and paint. We're going to be doing that this weekend. The kitchen is coming together. Cabinet doors mounted to the surface. Kitchen sink, kitchen counter made out of pallets and fencing material. Looks really good. I'm going to put a table probably right here where I'm standing, so when the people come in, they're forced to come around the table and come over this way to get through. So that'll be good. starting to hang up some of these clown pictures that we used 3 years ago. This be a good kind of transition into the end scare, kind of tying it together. Might have already shown you this, but the gel cells are coming together. Alright, now what I'm about to do, I've been wanting to do this for a while, just haven't got around to it, but I'm getting electrical on, and it's kind of somewhat of a tradition, even though we haven't really done it. I think we did it 3 years ago, of the lighting of what we classify as a ghost light. Now there's a myth, theory, whatever you want to call it, about theatrical performances and having a ghost light on stage during, you know, the time frame of the haunt, the time frame of the show. And this is there's a basic reason for it, is that it's a light that's put in the middle of the stage that's kept on constantly while, you know, the show is not being performed, to help anybody that's in the theater after hours navigate the stage without running into any props or falling off the stage or anything like that. However, the initial myth started as to light up the stage for the spirits and ghosts that would haunt the theater, so they can perform and be on stage, and it actually is to ward off any evil spirits. So being that it's a haunted house and somewhat of a theatrical experience, I thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and incorporate some sort of ghost light that we have here. We're a little late lighting it up, but it's going to be the front porch light. I've got it wired up now. Let me go ahead and turn it on. There's our ghost light. This light will stay on from now until the very end, and hopefully, if we all remember, we will be showing you go off at the end of the haunt. But this is the first lighted decoration, I would say, for sure, that is on, and it will stay on throughout the remainder of the haunt, 24/7. Hopefully the bulb will last that long. And it's, I guess, a little bit of a superstitious thing, and bring us good luck and safe haunt. So let's hope that works. Let's say yes, we'll do a spook there, but go ahead and put the webs over it. Maybe we can do a spook through the webs. Spider hallways coming together. Tom, you missed a spot. I'm kidding. Are we gonna? That's gonna be a troubling thing, because this is a egress door. Yeah. We want to go all the way through.
We almost got a.
Have a way through the spider web.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Just leave it blank for now.
Maybe just dangle something down, or you know.
We'll just put a decoration there. All right.
Or we just start the webbing right here, you know.
Well, it's got to kind of go over. Maybe we'll just put a big spider right here. We can be able to push out of the way. We'll figure it out. All right, egress hallway. We got the Lightorama box mounted here for the dark room, which is, oh, Thomas' penis.
Hey, check it out. I think that's Zoom.
Right on the other side of this wall is where that Lightorama box is. We're going to be putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 channels, 6 channels running off that box. Box has 16 channels, so we'll only be using a portion of it. Oh, going the wrong way. Hi, Lauren. Hey, Lauren, look at me. Ouch. You got our red lights on, our emergency lights on. We got to finish them up. And then this egress hallway, we've got the second Lightorama box right here. Most likely, I'm going to be running the. Oh, I didn't even mount that level. Did it in the dark. This box is going to be running the doll room, which is right there. And I'm going to put another box here, which is going to be running the other lights that are throughout the haunt. So that is going to be running everything else in the haunt. I mean, the other box I'm about to mount. It's going to be running everything else in the haunt, with the exception of the emergency lighting and the emergency lighting and the exit lighting, that's going to be on constant. The other box is going to run everything else. Even if it's a constant on, it's going to be running off that box. So let's go mount that other box. Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. Got our Halloween party radio. Todd's working on the drop wall. What time is it? Almost 10 o'clock at night. Underneath the dead man over my shoulder. Dance, Tom. That's right. He's got it. Like father, like son. We're going backwards. Here's the bed. Gotta put a skirt to hide this. This is the mechanism where we're gonna have some sort of crazy. Nice try. Yep. Crazy. This year, next year, it's gonna be a big secret. Big news coming for next year. Anyway, you're gonna pull this. Boom, and something comes out from underneath the bed. Mechanism that I'll work on a scare. Oops. And it's just a plywood and some fur strips and an old skateboard, some fishing line and a pulley. It's a small one or a big one?
We'll knock this out quick.
You're doing a horrible job. I'm kidding.
You know what?
Do you want it
more sporadic or more like better? Like what do you want? What's the look we're going
It's
for?
just got to be covered. That's all. It doesn't have to be perfect because it is a haunted house. So
No, I know, but
this is fine, but it has to be like this all over.
Okay, it's supposed to be like this. Okay.
But when you start rolling, it'll probably cover differently.
Yeah, rolling's gonna we'll just knock this out. And is there another room we have to paint too?
Yeah, we're gonna be painting this other side.
Alright, so this time is gonna be my beer on for me.
I guess so. I'm gonna put him to work doing something else.
GoPro?
I'm filming everything you're doing.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You're gonna be a star. I'll make you a star.
I really wish that video of what's his face had sound because it'd be way more funnier.
I still haven't seen it.
It's not that great, but.
That was fun. Alright, Kate, switch.
Speaking of which, I gotta get the live feed going. All right, well, we're getting ready. Decorating party actually started about an hour and a half ago. Not too many people are here, but we're going ahead and running. I got my live feed up and running. So if you are watching this live, not that you'll see this video before, it is posted, so you can see it as it happens. So let's get to it. Got a lot of work. I want to introduce you to our mascot, our haunt mascot. His name is Buddy, and he's a ventriloquist dummy that I found at a garage sale last year. And he's a little broken. His legs are missing. He is quite creepy, and trying to start traditions. And I think this is going to be one of the traditions that Buddy is always going to watch over our haunts. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in one of our haunts now, or in one of our haunts, in our haunt now, and hopefully it's kind of like a hidden Mickey thing where it'll be hidden in the haunt somewhere, and those people who follow us can sit there and look and find him. So I'm not going to tell you where he's at. Maybe you'll see him in the videos from here or there, or if you come by and come to the haunt, you can find him yourself. Right, buddy? Right.
Sit here perfectly on this edge, so that way you can have a person sit here, a person sit here, so that way they have to come all the way around them.
Yeah.
Like this. So that way you can have one like kind of facing this way as they're walking in, and as they're leaving, you know, the other one.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. And what are we gonna do with this space here?
I don't know if we can find it, but it was ideally for a refrigerator, but we don't have one.
How will we get it in?
It's a good question too. It's a shame we can't just make it look like one, but you can't really do that with wood.
No, but you could draw one on cardboard.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
find like a refrigerator box. That would. Because refrigerator box would be that same dimensions of it. So.
I'm trying to think. My brain's hurting.
Brain's hurting?
I don't know. We could put something completely. It could be a whole nother actor over there.
Okay.
It could be.
Or as they come into here.
No one's gonna say like, oh, this is a kitchen. No, it's not. It doesn't have a refrigerator in it.
You know, it would force them, because they're sitting here, it would force them over into this part of the room. And this could be the spot where they actually get vomited on, you know, the sprinkled water.
We can go buy one of those zombie baby looking things that has vomit on her mouth and just put it in a high chair over in the corner and just rig it up with a sprayer.
So that way when they walk around that way, it just...
We'll figure something out. Put a baby in a high chair over there.
So that half moon table would work coming across here then?
Yeah.
So that way you can have...
As long as there's enough room for them to get by. And I'm going to have the guy that's working here is going to be interacting with the table, and they're going to have to basically walk right between them.
Right
so.
between them, okay. Yeah,
All right, what are we talking about? Here?
a table like this.
Huh.
So that way they
They're
can be
sitting right
sitting
here, eating and freaking people out to come out of the corner.
Yeah. Is that
Instead
cool?
of having, yeah.
And we're gonna
So
round,
like me and Em would be just over here freaking him out.
and we'll round the corner on the table.
Is that high for table?
Doesn't matter. We'll figure. You guys are
Well, you're looking at Emily's 10 years old too.
just sit on my lap and we could both be dripping blood. It doesn't matter.
You can just put a booster seat or
Got
like
it?
a cushion,
Thank you.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you like the idea of
Yeah.
me and her over there?
and then we're just gonna round these corners off.
Yeah.
So that way it's not a sharp edge.
See, I'm learning.
That's good. That's probably
Is that okay?
that's probably move your beer. That's probably much better than this anyway, because this doesn't get them out in the room that far.
Well, and then one was going to be here and there, and we're not really facing them because
Yeah.
I want them to walk in the room and see us. And
Yeah,
be
I like
"Oh,
that.
hell."
I like that better. It sticks. The more we can put in the way, for them to have to go into the room more.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
The better.
then even if you want to put the baby over there, the vomiting baby, it would force them over there right in front of them.
Yeah.
To
We can even put one of you at the end and one of you there.
Right. Yeah, I'd probably leave her there and then me there because as they're walking out, I just like do
Yeah.
some crazy stuff. I came up with an idea. Oh jeez. What he said is so wrong. You know what? I'd like to say on record, I did not jump like him, like a little bitch.
Oh!
Little bitch.
little bit.
That is it.
So right.
Hey,
The beer bitch has got to make a run.
hey, little bitch that built the kitchen.
No, they are. I said
Yeah.
his friend and Haley are gonna go buy some beer.
I've got.
What we're trying to do here is seal off this area, because what we're going to do is we're going to put a fog machine underneath the bed, and we want the smoke to come out from underneath the bed in the front, and if this is not sealed off here, then it's going to seep out. So I'm putting some visqueen in here to seal it. Alright, so that's all done. Visqueen on the inside. Thomas is putting up a maybe.
Did you
Maybe not doing anything.
did you make the hole for the cord to go through?
I haven't made any holes for anything to go through. That's easy enough to do. It's just plastic.
So look at there's just a pile of stuffed animals. Sit them in a chair back there, so they sit there looking like a pile of stuffed animals, and then they go, "Get out of my closet!"
You know, when we go professional, we can't chase people.
Yeah, you can. You
Can't
can
what?
chase them as long as you don't touch them. You can't
Not
chase
for
people.
insurance. You can't chase them.
Every haunted house I've been into gets chased.
Yeah, I've been chased at Halloween Hornets. You
I'm
can
just
chase
telling you, the
people.
one I
Huh?
found, it's we have to figure that out.
Well, that's not chasing
One-
them though.
One found. What do you mean one you found? What?
There's different kinds of insurance for this stuff.
You found insurance that specifically outlines you cannot chase them?
One of their exclusions is that people have to move, the volunteers don't move.
That's not that's
Well, I'm just saying.
At Halloween
it's
Hornets, I got
That's
chased
kinda
with
hard.
a friggin'
I
chainsaw
know, I'm
halfway
just-
down the
I'm just saying that we have to be careful of what is covered in
We
this
need to look for another insurance.
Yeah, you're gonna have.
I mean,
to
I
do
understand the
it.
You gotta
extra
go
liability
chasing
if you get
people.
someone tripping because you're chasing after them, but
We're not
I'm
really
just
chasing
saying.
them here either though.
No, I'm just saying that's something we gotta be careful with. Alright, so did you paint it? Or we pay someone paint it? No, not now? Yeah.
Oh, they're painting?
Oh.
You're not done yet?
well, I'm super ecstatic about the amount of work we're getting done. We got running lights running, jumping spiders installed, project's done, kitchen's almost done, painting's getting done. We've got about 20 people here, which is awesome. What do you like, Tom? Do that again.
Go like, whoa, man. It's like the 90s all over. Where's the black lights, man? Here!
Oh my god.
I just think slower, I don't know, maybe faster would work better. It messes you. Speed it up once. That's too fast. Perfect. Because that still gives you ample time to do the spooks, to put your arms through and scare people.
The ultimate goal is to get their eyes completely disoriented when they get into this room, so it's even darker.
You're gonna want to go slower than, wouldn't you?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
Go slow? No, not that slow. Try that.
That's definitely screwing with your eyes more.
Yeah.
Your eyes are like
that's
right.
Screwing with your eyes more.
And it's gonna be pitch dark. That light in there is gonna be off.
Yeah, these lights will be off, so when you walk in here, this is going to be pitch dark.
Yeah, so wouldn't that screw with your eyes more? Oh my god.
I think so, because you walk in here like,
Yeah, because it's to be dark, so I think that.
where the hell am I going, man?
I may be a little bit faster, but not much faster. I can't walk.
Yeah. Car would be in the scare hallway.
He's gonna be here all 3 nights.
Gary's already screwed up. It's working.
Going on YouTube.
If you want to work in here, your job would be in the scare hallway.
Mhm.
That's where you would work, inside this hallway here.
And like you would.
You would either put your arm through a wall at a certain point when they come through. Ah!
But you can't touch anybody.
You can't touch anybody.
It's actually kind of cool looking.
Oh yeah, I need this thing.
That's where that's going?
Yeah. Can you give me the sheet?
Who says? You guys think it's a good idea?
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky. Spooky, scary skeletons. Shivers down my spine. Ow. Clean up your mess, Todd.
Todd.
Alright, let's take a look and see what Todd's been working on. Really going to lengths to get this thing safe and working. We got the drop wall built. Okay, here's with scrap pieces. Looks like 2x4s or 2x3s. And what he's done is he's built these cross beams attached to the wall and down, and then used rope as kind of a hinge per se. So it'll keep the bottom where it needs to be on both sides. He's also built with 4x4s up and braced it going in this direction, and then cut a triangle in so it's hitting at the right spot. Okay, this is again on both sides. So this wall comes down and hits this wall at the right angle, and it's again braced as well here. And then we've got a bungee that he's screwed in to help pull the wall quicker. And now what he's doing is he's rigging up a rope system for a volunteer. It's most likely got to be one of the clowns working in the clown room. Putting a 4x4 in here so he can pull the rope, attach it to the 4x4 so it's locked and ready to go. And the clown is going to be able to come out, monitor when they come around the corner, and then be here to release the rope to drop the wall, and then be ready for them to come into the room. So after he gets done with this, all we have to do is basically decorate this area and put the
That way.
put the stuff on it to make it look like a hedge or something, and this will be done.